Congresswoman Katie Hill is on the phone right now. This part of Santa Clarita is in Congresswoman Hill's district. And Congresswoman, first of all, just I'm reluctant to offer it, but our sincere thoughts and our prayers.
Thank you so much.
There. What more do we know?
Well, first of all, this is not just my community. This is the high school that I went to.
Oh.
And the last we heard that the suspect was headed in the direction of the junior high that I went to, and at one point towards the elementary school that I went to. We have dozens and dozens of students at Saugus High that were campaign volunteers and interns, and of course, the families. And this was exactly the moment that everyone had feared. This community, the students here, March for Our Lives, was extremely active. Moms Demand Action, same thing. And you hate to see that this is the nightmare coming true. Right now, I'm in my backyard, and you can hear the helicopters, and you can hear the sirens. You can see the helicopters, you can hear the sirens, and we're just devastated and really praying for people to recover and that the damages are minimized.
Congresswoman, for folks who are not familiar with the area, give us a sense of what it's like. It appears to be a suburban area. We know that this high school, your high school, fairly large, roughly 2,400 students. What else can you tell us about this area?
Yeah, this is one of the safest communities in California. It's always on the top 10 list of safest communities. This is not, this is specifically the kind of area where a school shooting is, has become more and more common. You're not talking about these poor or challenged schools. You're talking about affluent suburban neighborhoods where the profile of the shooter is, it's almost always a young man. And I think that what I would say about this community is that we have a higher number of people who own guns in their household than the average across the country, and so I don't know what's going to come out in terms of how this gun was acquired. I obviously am a huge advocate for the gun safety laws. We've passed 4 in Congress that are all sitting at Mitch McConnell's desk, and so as a member of Congress, I know that this is something that my colleagues and I talk about all the time. This is what you're terrified of, because not only is it devastating to your community, but when you go back and try to say, people want to know what you're going to do, and you're very stuck. We have done everything that we can within Congress, and it's all sitting in the Senate. And so what we've had to start to say is that if you want change, we're going to need a new Senate, and we're going to need a new person in the White House that's committed to this.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.